Good evening, I'm Bo Williams, and welcome to The 7. Let's get a look at the Big 7 stories happening right now. And topping the list, a big event, the biggest for Smokies Stadium. Tonight, it's the venue for a performance by viral hit singer-songwriter Oliver Anthony. Look at this live look right now inside the ballpark. It's a sold-out show. Again, this is a live picture as crowd continues to file in with about 30 minutes now until showtime. Now, Smokies Stadium can seat more than 6,000 people, if you're wondering, but concert organizers are expecting upwards of 10,000 fans tonight. For more than 3 hours, we've been watching them line up to try to get inside. It's a hot ticket partly because of the lightning-fast rise of Oliver Anthony's popularity, his song Rich Men North of Richmond, touching a populist nerve around the country and reinforcing that theme. The clash over Anthony's Knoxville concert plans. Well, you may remember he originally was slated to play at the Cotton Eye Joe. Plans changed during a dispute between the performer and the club over ticket prices. The venue was then moved over to the Knoxville Convention Center, and then the huge demand prompting the need for an even larger place to play.
A party's happening here, and there are 30,000 canned beers on premise, not counting kegs. So be responsible, but have a good time. We'll keep you watered down.
So there you go. With such a huge show, logistics, something to keep in mind, and not just for the artists. The stadium's parking lot only has 1,600 spaces. They had to add parking in other areas, shuttling people in. As a matter of fact, traffic right now, if you're going to be heading that direction, whether you're going to the concert or not, a little on the slow side. As a matter of fact, TDOT SmartWay cameras, look at this. This is I-40 eastbound as you're approaching that 407 exit there in Sevier County. Some of this is concert goers. Some of this is just truckers and other travelers trying to get from point A to point B, but it is a log jam right now, very slow coming off the interstate. You throw in everybody else, you've got a pretty big backup right now there along 40 eastbound as you arrive there at 66. That's that 407 exit in Sevier County. Let me show you this real quick for a second, because the maps kind of tell also give you a good view of what's going on. We'll zoom in there, Smokies Stadium for you. We'll pan down here. We'll drop down to 20 miles an hour. This is 40 east, all highlighted in red. We just showed it to you on the TDOT SmartWay cameras. Then if you're coming up 66 Winfield Dunn Parkway, again, 10 miles an hour, again, heading up toward that interchange. Stadium just on the north side. If you're coming, though, from the east side of Smokies Stadium, you're going to be okay on 40 westbound, but 40 east and also 66 north, very, very slow. So keep that in mind. Next on our list for you, just into the WAT 6 on your side newsroom tonight. 3 boys have now been charged in connection to all those law enforcement officers being sent out to West High School this afternoon. We first told you about it at 4 o'clock. KPD now saying a gun was allegedly brought onto school grounds. No evidence of an active threat to school safety. Police are still investigating. We're told the 3 boys were arrested on juvenile petitions for weapons-related charges. Now, we should point out that West High School had a gun incident near the end of the school year back in April when a gun went off in a student's backpack. You may recall it hit a teacher. Fortunately, though, the teacher was only grazed by the bullet and was actually able to stay on campus for a meeting after the incident. Our next Big 7 story, Jefferson County's mayor accused of DUI. Court paperwork out of Bradley County shows Mayor Mark Potts was found by officers sitting in a ditch on the side of the interstate last night after there were reports of a man laying face down on the shoulder. Now, multiple beer cans were found around him. He told officers he pulled over to be safe, but had purchased beer in Knoxville and was driving. He was asked to walk to the patrol car when the officer noticed he had urinated on himself and his pants fell down. There were a total of 12 cans of different beers in his car. About half were drunk, and he was placed in custody for a DUI. We reached out to Potts' office. So far, there's been no response tonight. Our list rolls on with a verdict in the trial of a man accused in the death of an unborn child. Peyton McCarty has been found not guilty of murder in the case, but was found guilty of vehicular homicide. Charges are in connection to an incident from June of last year when a pregnant woman was found in a roadway with life-threatening injuries. Investigators later determined that McCarty, who had been involved in a domestic dispute, hit the woman with his vehicle and fled the scene. The woman recovered but lost her unborn child. McCarty is set to be sentenced on November 17th. Our next Big 7 story, a big shortage in youth sports referees. Great as the need might be, this can also be a tough sell, with parents sometimes losing their cool, yelling at or threatening refs over what ultimately is just a game. USA Hockey, in its regular Zoom meeting, says it retains only half of its first-year refs. Not enough refs means rescheduled games, even canceled play. And since high demand and short supply means paying extra to attract refs, well, the cost gets passed on to the parents, pushing up the price for putting their child, whether it's on the ice or on the field.
A lot of officials, even if they've been doing it for a while, if they get a lot of this, verbal abuse, eventually they're just going to say, hey, you know what, forget this. I don't need this. I don't need this extra stress. I don't need to be yelled at.
Rules are in place to try to prevent abuse of officials. Most rule books clearly state parents need to behave responsibly while watching their kids play. And we mentioned the extra pay. That means these referee gigs, well, they can actually wind up being fairly lucrative. And if you like the money or the idea of helping out, we're told the requirements are usually fairly minimal. Next at 7, a big scare. A woman was on her way to get her flu shot at Walgreens when something terrifying happened. A tree limb fell on her car. The tree damaged Linda Frame's windshield, hood, and her headlights. She backed the car up once police arrived to get it out of the way for crews to clean it up.
I feel very lucky. I feel like Lord Jesus is looking over me. I just had a new surge protector and breaker box put on my house because it fried my washer and dryer and stove, and yeah.
At least she's getting a little bit of a laugh out of it, though. Got to give her that, right? Scary moment, I'm sure. Frame only had this car for about 3 months before this latest incident happened. Now, she still needs to go to the auto body shop to find out if it can be repaired. But again, scary situation for one woman. Well, a fire at a campsite in the Smokies is now contained. This is an aerial view of that area. Park rangers have been dealing with the fire since getting the first report. This was on Tuesday afternoon. The Great Smoky Mountains National Park shared this aerial view with us. And when you look closely here, you can see some of that smoke rising from a spot that's normally an island in Fontana Lake. But it's a peninsula with the lake level down. No buildings burned. Rangers don't yet know, though, what started this fire. The picture apparently taken yesterday, but rangers say you may still see some smoke in the days ahead if you're out in that area, even with it now fully contained, so keep that in mind. Now, this fire has burned about 10 acres near Backcountry Campsite 87. That's on the North Carolina side of the park, if you're wondering. The campsite's still closed tonight. We're told firefighters will keep an eye on what's left of the fire, smoldering and leaf litter and brush through the weekend, and they'll keep looking into just how it started.